Hello, good evening. Welcome to Ham Shack TV. I'm your host, Josh, FT8 Nobody's watching yet if you're watching this live, but there'll be somebody in here soon. Appreciate you guys being here tonight. We're just hanging out here on a snowy Friday night. And it's going to work a little FT8 while we hang out here. What do you say? So if you're not watching this live, I do want to remind you to hit that subscribe button down below as well as the notification bell. If you like what you see, hit the super chat, or not, well, you want live people, you can watch, hit the super chat button, or you can hit the join channel membership. People watching this after the fact, you can go to do the super thanks if you want to support the channel. So welcome in, Josh AA4WX, just hanging out with you here on a snowy Friday night. Hope everybody's doing well. Get in the chat, let me know who's all here. See a few people joining in, welcome in. Appreciate you being here. Robert's in the house, KF0DKZ. Welcome, Robert. Glad to see you here. Who else? Let me change my screens here on the radio. There we go. Now I can see all the numbers I need to see. There we go. Victor Echo 2, Quebec. Whiskey X-Ray. Great call sign. I'm going to change my screen here for just a second, so you'll see FT8 go away there for just a moment. But I want y'all to be able to see my entire screen, not just that window. There we go. That way we can feature our friends. Pierre Oliver Theron. Here's Pierre. Hello, Pierre. Thanks for working me. And we'll hit OK. Guys, if you want to work Ham Shack TV on FT8, we are on 40 meters on the odds. Just look for AA4WX. See if I can move this around a little bit so y'all can see. Yeah, there we go. All right, Colin CQ. Well, I see 4 people watching, but only one has answered me in the chat. Jump in the chat, people. Let's talk. Let's have a QSO right here. Appreciate y'all being here. Anybody seeing the snow outside? I don't know where everybody is. Alright, got good ALC, no SWR, we're looking great. Good numbers. No snow in southern Iowa, Robert says. Well, y'all got it yesterday, didn't you? Here we go. Got a couple hitting us here. WA2 HIP, I've worked him 1,000 times. Well, that's an exaggeration, but I've worked him a lot. So by default, it's going to the lesser workstation. That would be RW6 ATD out of Russia. I have a lot of bad luck with Russia stations. They'll engage in a QSO with me and never do the 73. So we're just going in circles, non-stop. Oh, got him that time. Minus 15, minus 19. Here's who we got here. We have Yuri Volkov. Hello, Yuri. Robert says just a dusting. They are most hit Missouri. Yeah, I've got about 3 3/4 inches on the ground right now. Just actually went out and measured about, well, right before I got on the stream, so. And if you're just joining the stream, we're on FT8, 40 meters if you want to work me. Look for A4WX, working the odds. -8, -7 for our old friend John. Here's John. There's a lot of John in my logbook. John, if you're watching, good to see you. 6 people now watching live. Welcome into Ham Shack TV. I'm your host, Josh, A4WX. Glad to have you here. We're just hanging out here on a snowy Friday night here in January in eastern Tennessee. Got about 3 3/4 inches of snow on the ground. Watched kids play in it. Went out. Actually flew the drone. If you look at earlier videos on the channel today, you'll see that video of the drone. I hope to go get some more footage tomorrow. It was good, really good footage I captured, I think. All right, calling CQ again. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all something. There is some big news in regards to Ham Shack TV. As a matter of fact, it has to do with the Ham Shack TV store. There's now a much easier way to get to the Ham Shack TV store. Let me just confirm that it's working. And it's working. All right, let me change this up here. Take the ticker away. There we go. Here we go. Here's your big news. You can now get to the Ham Shack TV store by just going to hamshacktv.com. Much easier, right? Much easier. You don't have to go through all that Amazon stuff. So hamshacktv.com. That's all you got to do. Go check it out. Got prepper gear, got radios, HF, VHF, UHF, digital, analog, all that good stuff. Go check it out. All that stuff goes to support the channel. Comments. Here's Kevin. Welcome in, Kevin. They got a dusting there. Southwest Pennsylvania, Kilo Charlie 3, Zulu, Whiskey Zulu. Good to see you in here, Kevin. Glad you're here. Speaking of which, I'm glad that radio went off because I need to turn my crossband repeater off. All right. Off it goes. Great. So I had crossband repeat going because we've been running Skywarn nets all day, and with 4 kids in the house, none of them at school, I had to walk around with this too. So we just cross-banded into our Skywarn repeater. That way we're not screwing with scratchy talkies, so to speak. Shannon E. steps in the house, KW4LU. East Tennessee here got a few inches. I'm in East Tennessee too. We've got about 3 3/4 here in Maryville area. And if you're just tuning in, we're on HF right now, working FT8 7074. If you want to come work me, see if I can melt all the snow off of my dipole out there. There we go. We got a couple more popping in here. Oscar Mike 2, Whiskey Whiskey. That's a good call sign. And Delta Lima 2, Oscar Romeo. First one was Slovak Republic, and they won the contest, so working them first. Here we have Martin Siska. Martin Siska. Probably not watching, but if you are, hello. Appreciate you being here. Shannon says, in Elizabethton, very close to the Bristol racetrack. Well, boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys. I am a huge racing fan, so that's great. That's great. Know well, not exactly, but I know roundabout where you are. Well, if you weren't in the snow, folks, what else did y'all get into today? And I am going to share the link in Jason's Discord and see if we can drag a few people on in here. All right. See several more joining here. Welcome in to Ham Shack TV, you guys. Appreciate you being here. Just hanging out, working some FT8 tonight. Let me know who's all in the chat. Jump in there. And if y'all want to support the channel, we have the super chats available and super thanks, super stickers, all that super stuff. You can hit the little flashing green button next to the chat if you so feel inclined. And also, we have channel memberships now available where you get custom Ham Shack TV emojis. That's a special perk of it. Go check out the join button right next to the subscribe button. And if you haven't subscribed yet, do it. That don't cost you anything. So, big things coming, folks. Big things. I'm been working on some planning for a bunch of the Ham Fest coming up. I want to shout out Robert, K5HAM here in East Tennessee. Welcome, Robert. How much snow did you get, Robert? I'm down in Maryville. We got about 3.5 inches, or I can't even talk, 3 3/4 inches. Anyway, we've been working on plans for several Ham Fest. Y'all may have seen I just posted on Facebook earlier. Boy, I'm out of focus. I just posted on Facebook earlier that we have the Ham Shack TV Tour, the first annual Ham Shack TV Tour. Shout out November 7, November Zulu. That would be Ben McCarroll. Hello, Ben. Nice to see you. Appreciate you. But the first annual Ham Shack TV Tour is coming up. We're going to, I think, 6 Ham Fest this year. 6, I think. Hang on, I'll tell you. Yes, we got 6 on the calendar. February 22nd, we had Dalton. March 15th, we had the Sevier County Ham Fest. April 4th, we had the Rars Fest in Raleigh, North Carolina. If you haven't gone and checked out the Rars Fest video I did with, Lord, I'm running a blank, and she'll smack me around if I don't remember her name. Lord have mercy. She's such a nice lady. Where is it? Come on, YouTube. Nancy. Lord have mercy. Fancy Nancy. If you haven't seen my interview with Nancy about Rars Fest, go check it out. Not right now, but after the live stream. Great. That's going to be a great Ham Fest. Has a lot of potential to be right up there with Huntsville. That's in Raleigh, North Carolina. And again, that was on April the 5th. And then the big one I've been talking about to everybody, Dayton. We're going to Dayton Hamvention in Xenia, Ohio, May 18th through the 20th. Next up will be the Knoxville, Tennessee Ham Fest, which is June the 21st in Knoxville, Tennessee. And then final on the list, as of right now, is the Huntsville Ham Fest. I can't miss Huntsville, and we're going to get into a lot of trouble with them boys from YouTube. Jason, Josh, Joe Brett, all of them. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're staying up on Monte Sano with the guys this year, so we're going to have a lot of fun. Huntsville Ham Fest this year, August 16th and 17th. So that's the Ham Fest Tour, first annual Ham Fest Tour for Ham Shack TV. Robert says 4 inches looks like it in West Knoxville. Yeah, we're not far off. 3 3/4. We might get to that magic 4 number. I think the model's really overcooked this particular system. So I had something cool happen today, y'all. Something really cool, something that's never happened for me, but I'm kind of excited about it. If you saw the drone video I shot, which is on Ham Shack TV, go check it out. I actually was picked up by a company called Storyful for that one. I'm really excited about that. So Storyful is a media buying company. And basically, they are representing me. And I didn't mean to put that in front of y'all. They are representing me with that video. So what that means is they are now selling that video to television stations, websites, major TV companies, CNN, Fox, ABC, NBC, CBS, all those, CNN. They're going to sell that video. So I might make a few bucks off of that one. I'm kind of excited about that. Really excited. I thought that video did turn out quite well. So we'll see what comes about. Maybe we'll make a few bucks. Everything that we're doing production-wise is going to support the channel, y'all. We're not padding our pockets here. So appreciate y'all tuning in. We're just working some FT8 there. Do want to shout out Walt Costa out of Klamath, Oregon. Sorry I didn't catch him earlier. He looks quite foxy. What do y'all think? Quite foxy. Did we work him? We tried to work him, and it never came about. Okay. No big deal. So what's going on, y'all? A couple of you East Tennesseans, I know that, so y'all are trying your best to stay warm, that kind of thing. There we go, got one on my hook here. Oscar Mike 2 Whiskey. Didn't we just work him? No, he came back. And I came back and he never responded. So let's see if we get him this time. Shannon says, trying to see you on FT8. No luck yet. Okay, I'm on the 15-45 side, so you'll have to be on the even side, the 0, and 30 side. And it looks like my time sync's about right, about perfect. Not seeing any discrepancies there. Slovak Republic is a lot like Russia for me. Sometimes they'll answer me and then they can't hear me at all. Just it irks me. It's just like real sudden, like. All right, he ain't answered me. I'm moving on. I'll go off screen here for just a second. I'll be right back. All right, got NA1KW, great call sign. That is the North American Kilowatt Club. Perfect. Marion, Missouri. Got Old Glory as their logo. Well, Actually, what MacLogger DX, and that's my primary log. What MacLogger DX does is if you don't have a QRZ picture, it just throws up your country's flag. Just looking out the window, it's still snowing. Check on that, see what we got. Starting to wind up, it looks like. Let me turn it on the local radar here. And we'll go up in the atmosphere just a little bit. Top of the atmosphere is really dried out. Yep, top of the atmosphere is dried out. Let's go back to the national. Another band back here towards Nashville. We'll see. And a lot of times snow has a hard time showing up on radar, so we'll have to see. Why did I cut off? Did I not log that guy? I didn't log that guy. Oh well. I had a Slovenia station come back to me, but it's been so long ago I don't want to call them back, so we'll see if they come back again this time. Alright, let me do a little adjusting here. Just changing my frequency or something. My VHF, UHF, the 5100, which I can't say enough good things about. I love this 5100. It's the best thing I've done here in the house. The only thing that kicks me about this 5100 that I wish, and I need to just go ahead and bite the bullet and do, I need to do a Mars mod on it. Of course, I'm always hesitant about doing Mars mod because I don't want, or any mod, because I don't want to void my warranty. And if I do a Mars mod on it, it's going to happen. Now, I personally don't own a soldering iron, and I don't know how to solder. Well, I not know how is a stretch, but I don't have a soldering iron. Haven't really done much enough for me to open up a $500 radio and try to do it. But I know plenty of folks in my my club that know how to do that. I just need to get off my butt and do it. The reason I'm talking about I need to get a Mars mod done is because I can't use GMRS on it. I mean, I've got Handy Talkie over here that'll do GMRS. But the problem is, for one, I'm not a member of the North Georgia GMRS Association anymore. I refuse to pay $100 a year for repeater access. That's ridiculous. And here comes our old friend OM2WW again. Oh well. I'm just... Anyway. We've got some good GMRS repeaters around here. I need to look at doing it. I just don't want to void the warranty. Robert says it's not bad on the 5100. No iron needed. Okay. Well, my friend, another Jason, he's wasting my time again. Another friend, Jason, y'all might know him, Soul Studios, KO4DDG. He has done a Mars mod video, and he used an iron. So, I don't know. I mean, I'm open to it, but I also don't want to blow up a $500 radio. It makes me nervous. But I didn't know you could do it without the iron. Let me move this out of the way here. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. I'm getting off the evens because this lid in Slovak Republic just apparently doesn't have enough ears. So we're going to go on the other side here. Robert says I need a magnifier. It was so tiny. Yeah. I just need to get with some of my club members and see if they'll do it. Matter of fact, one of my club members, K9JU, he's a former, he used to work directly for Motorola. He was, I think, one of their service people or an engineer or something like that. And he's a big ICOM guy, really big ICOM guy. I need to see if he would be willing to crack it open and do the mod for me. My understanding is it's just a couple of diodes or something that you have to pull out, or capacitors, I'm not sure. Well, several of you jumping in and out. If you're new here, welcome to Ham Shack TV. Appreciate you being here. I'm in East Tennessee. We're just hanging out, running some FT8 on a snowy Friday night. And just sitting here shooting the breeze with you guys. So, I don't know if you guys have seen my most recent change I've made here in the shack. I may have showed it on the stream, I may not have. But sorry for the shakes here. Oops, let's go back the other way. So, this jumbo spot right here, and sorry about the frame rate, that's what's causing that to wave. But this jumbo spot right here, see if I can light it up a little bit more. Yeah, there we go. Used to be permanently attached to a battery pack. So I reconfigured it, made it go off of shore power, and now it's permanently mounted up here. So over here on the 5100, I am constantly able to connect to D-Star. I'm not dependent on a repeater. And I can just go in on the computer and change my SWR's climbing a little bit. Let's turn that off. When this radio heats up, it likes to... when this radio heats up, the SWR goes nuts. By the way, here's 5100, or the 7300, sitting right here. And I recently moved my gateway for my fiber in here, right here. So I've got direct access and a lot faster speed. But anyway, I can just go into the computer and change my reflector if I want to do something different. Pretty cool. All right. Get this legs on this tripod spread back out. All right, since we were running high SWR on 40 meters, let's go look at 60 meters and see what we can get. So that's something that's ironic about either this rig or this antenna. After so long, on FT8 on 40 meters, the SWR will start climbing, and I don't understand that. I don't understand that at all, so. Okay, I hear traffic out there. Anything on the waterfall? Very little. There we go. Go grab KF9 UGG. Good SWR, good ALC, we're good to go. There he is. -13, -14. Michael Day in Indiana. Here's a good look at his shack. I like that shack. Make that bigger? Yeah, there we go. I'll make that bigger for you guys. Check that out. Maybe a little bit dated of a picture. I see a 4x3 monitor here, but here's a 16x9 and here's a 16x9. Got a rotor. Got his map. A couple of HF rigs at least. Maybe a 705 and a 7300, maybe. DX Century Club. Good stuff. I love that on air sign. This is a guy that knows what he's doing. I bet this is in the basement of his house. See this concrete wall? Interesting. And cool sign. Anyway, I love looking at the QRZ pictures sometimes. And here comes another German station, DB3EH. Germans sometimes mess me over too. See a few people joining in. If you're new here, welcome to Ham Shack TV. Appreciate you being here. Just hanging out doing some FT8 on a Friday night while it's snowy. I'm here in East Tennessee. We got about 3 3/4 inches. And there we go. We got him. Let's see what we got here. -16, -2. He hears me a lot better than I hear him. So, good deal. Ernest Hein. Got a picture of some sort of a house or castle or something right there. Cool. Hello, Ernst. Appreciate you being, or working me. I'll be honest with you guys. I would love to have a better studio set up. Well, you don't have to see all this, all these wires and stuff. Unfortunately, with 4 kids, I don't have the real estate to pull that off. So y'all get to see a shack in a normal shack's fashion. And I don't know if to be proud of that or not. A little bit more light on me. There we go. Well, the chat was going pretty nicely now. It's died out. Who's there? There we go. Got a France station here. Fox 4 Echo X-Ray Bravo. Got Edouard Griffiths. And Tibes, France. Cool. What we got here? We have a stuffed dog sitting on top of an antenna tuner, sitting on top of an amplifier. I believe that's an amplifier. With a dummy load sitting there. And running a little FT8. It doesn't look like Windows. Is that a Raspberry Pi or Linux or something like that? I don't see a start menu down here. I suppose it could be Windows, but oh. Oh, better work. Get him checked off. 16 and 13, not bad. Robert says still here fiddling with an 891. So I'm funny about my HF rigs. If I was going for my for my primary station in the house, I want something with a touch screen and the waterfall and all that good stuff. I love feature-driven radios for my in the house. However, a few times I have considered doing HF mobile in my truck. I have two thoughts about that. I'm an ICOM guy now. Really like ICOM radios. I had originally been thinking about an 891 to go on the truck with like a Tar Heel or an ATOS or something like that. The challenge though with that is I fooled with an 891 at field day and could not figure it out. It was not an easy radio to use. Looking back towards Yaesu, or looking back towards ICOM, I really like the 7100. That's a nice little radio. It's a lot of money though. A lot of money. But the great thing about the 7300 or 7100 is you can do VHF and UHF on it too, along with D-Star. I have a 5100 in a truck that I could always resell to go towards a 7100. I don't know. What do y'all think? Tell you what, let's do. I'm going to have some fun with this here. Hang on. I'm going to put a poll up. I can't do it from there. I gotta do it from the computer here. There you go. Polls in the chat, y'all. Let's do it. See what y'all think. Got some D-Star cranking up here. Robert's still here. KF0DKZ. Glad you're here. Guys, go ahead and put your poll results, put your polls in. Let me know what y'all think. Let's see. So Robert, we got a bunch of Roberts in here. Well, let's just rename this. This is no longer Ham Shack TV. This is now Robert TV. How about that? Let me turn on this volume so y'all don't get any feedback. Robert says, I have an FT991A on the desk and an IC5100. Working on the 891 with new to me Tough Book for field ops. Okay? I've seen a lot of 891s and Go Kits. They're an interesting radio. It's just, I could not figure out how to work it to save my life. Let's grab this quad. Well, we're not getting a lot of joy on FT8 tonight. Guys, I put a poll in the chat there. Go in the chat and let me know what y'all think. Got 1 vote so far out of the 10 people watching. Come on, y'all. Y'all are better than that. There we go. KU0D sent a good report. He hears me a little less than I hear him. Not bad, though. That is Sean in Schoolcraft, Michigan. Take a look at the shack. I'm assuming this is Sean here. Very nice. So we got, good Lord, the word escaped me. What was that called? Somebody will tell me in the chat and I can't remember. What are we looking at here? We got quite a bit going on. This is... That's a Yaesu radio. I can't remember the model number. Yeah, he's a Yaesu guy. Look at these Yaesu hats. Mind you, I have a bunch of Yaesu hats. I don't have any issue with Yaesu. They're good radios. I got a bunch of stuff here, books and boxes. We hams, we do not sell our boxes, do we? Or get rid of our boxes. We keep them. Why? Because you can sell that radio for at least $20 more if you've got the box for it. Got switches, antenna switches, got an SWR meter, power supply, couple computers. Pretty nice setup. There's a astatic microphone. I love the astatic microphones. Just good old classy radio. Let's see. Kev0DKZ says not familiar enough with those radios. Fair enough. Robert says ICOM easier to work with its menus, but I wanted a shack in the box, not like a 991. Well, here's the thing. For your house, 991 makes sense. For a Go kit, depending on the type of Go kit you got, that makes sense too. Not in a mobile. Unless you've got like an old broadcast truck or an old ambulance or something like that, you're putting a rack in the back. 991's not going to work mobile because of just how big it is. It's gigantic. Then I had a 991. I had a 991 for over a year, and it's a fine radio, and really enjoyed it. Here's the thing, though. I wanted to be able to operate VHF, UHF, and HF at the same time. And I couldn't do that. Without putting a secondary rig in. What I found about the 991 is it's just a little too much radio for what I needed. So I ended up selling it. I sold it at the Huntsville Ham Fest. I think I only lost a couple $100 on it after having it for a year, so not bad. And then I turned around and bought a 710, a Yaesu 710. 710's a fantastic radio. Now I'm cheap and I bought the field model. The reason I bought the field model is I hardly ever work single sideband without headphones on. So the speaker's not very important to me. So I bought the field and loved it. It is a fine radio. But right around the Huntsville Ham Fest this year, I started playing around with ICOM equipment. I picked up this at the Huntsville Ham Fest, the 52A, and really loved it. Love this radio. So that inspired me to get a 5100 for the truck, and then decided to get a 7300. So I actually made a swap with Bill, KK4PAL, my 710 for his 7300. So this is his 7300 sitting here, and it's been a fine radio. I'm much more satisfied with the ICOM over the Yaesu just from the figuring it out perspective, it's so much easier to operate. Let's get this switcher on station. Menu driven, or the menus are just so much easier to work with. And let me take it full here and let y'all see something. When I'm working FT8 or any of the digital modes on HF, this is a setting I set it on. This is what my screen looks like. And let me see if I can adjust the color a little bit so y'all can see just a little bit better here. And we're TXing at the moment, so it'll take just a second. We got the Switzerland station, 03 and 04, not bad. All right, so you can see that a little bit better. But on this screen, this is the meter screen. I can still see my waterfall. I can see my signal and power output. But I've got ALC, compression, SWR, and I'm not sure what ID. I don't know why I'm pointing. Y'all can't see it. I'm not sure what ID is. If y'all know what ID is, let me know down in the chat. But I got my voltage out, or my voltage, and then I've got the temperature. I can see everything on one screen. And that's what I really love about this radio. Not to mention, to set up FT8, it was super easy. Super easy to deal with. Yaesu really needs to find a simpler way to operate their radios and their menus. I'm going to see if it's still snowing. But anyway, yeah, I like to be able to work VHF, UHF, and HF all at the same time. A lot of times I'll be sitting here on a VHF, UHF net and want to work, and want to work FT8 or PSK or something like that. Got Andy N0 APX on the horn here. We had him on a few weeks ago, well, a few months ago now, for World Radio League, and I love World Radio League. Don't get me wrong, it's so good. It is the future of ham radio logging. I find I use it more on single sideband than I do FT8, and they're still building it out, so it'll become my everyday full-time logger in the very near future. If you haven't gone and checked out World Radio League yet, go check it out. It's phenomenal, and they've done a lot of updates to it since me and Andy got together and did that video. So let's stay here for another 10 minutes or so. How about we go up to 80 meters? Now, sometimes I cannot tune up on 80 meters. We'll see if we can tune up there or not. Looks good. We can tune up. Let's see if we got any traffic out there. Oh, yeah. See up the waterfall? Got some traffic on there. Right off the bat. I don't work a lot of 80. Seems like I used to work a lot of 20 meters. All across the board from single sideband to digital. But it seems as of late, especially after my twin boys were born, I've been working more 40. I guess probably because I'm more of a night owl right now. Turning down my exposure a little bit. Not that much. There we go. There we go. Right off the bat. KC8 SKY. -13, -11. Let's see who we got here. We have Tim Sherman, Lorain, Ohio. Fantastic. Let's check on the poll, see if we've got any more votes. Got 3 votes in so far. Looks like 891 has fallen down some. It was leading with 100% of the vote. Now the 7100 is up. So 1/3 wants Yasu, the 2/3 wants ICOM. Very interesting. All right, let's see what we got here. N4 ACE. Good call sign. N4 ACE. Greg Baker in St. Louis, Missouri. -13, -15. We'll take it. Take a good look at our old friend Greg here. Very small picture. There he is. Young guy. OleMiss.net. How did he get an OleMiss.net email address? That's interesting. I'll have to check that out. And like I need another email address. I've got 16,000 of them the way it is. Greg, if you're watching, thanks for working me. Good to see you. I can't tell if it's still snowing or not outside. Y'all want to look around the region, see some weather cameras? It might be fun. They might be dark, but we can see what we can find. All right, let's go check on the University of Tennessee. Go Vols, right? Ain't that pretty? So this camera is perched up on top of Neyland Stadium. Very nice. This is the new, I think this is nursing school that they're building right here. And right down in here is where they practice football. There's another UT building on the other side. We'll take a look at that. Can't see much from it. Pretty picture though. Oak Ridge. Looking at a rooftop. Let's go out here on the Cumberland Plateau and see what we got. Don't have a camera. Camera's down. That looks like Domino's Pizza. Surely that ain't what that is. No, a White County Office of Emergency Management. Snow covered. Roads look really good though. They must have salted these well. Go up to Cookeville. Putnam County EMA may have a little icing on the camera there. W8MRR. Got James and Holland, Michigan. I could be wrong, but I don't think that's James. If that is James and you're watching, let me know. All right, back to the cameras. Let's see what else we got. This is out Carthage. It's snowing in Carthage. Look at that. Still got snow falling. If y'all don't know where Carthage is, that is the hometown of Al Gore. Yeah, I don't know about that. Here's Gainesboro, Tennessee. It's dark. Jamestown, Tennessee. Looks okay. Let's go out here towards Memphis. They got a lot of snow. It's the Bartlett Fire Station, K5HAM. K5HAM. You were in here, weren't you? You were, Robert. You got me. All right, let's look at your shack, Robert. See what you got. Yay. We'll make it big. Good Lord, you need a few more monitors. You got more than I do. Not that much more, though. It's good stuff. That looks like a 5100 right there. Looks like it. Don't know if it is. Good stuff. Yeah, that's the 991. I know that radio very well. Nice shack. Nice shack, my friend. -8 and -10, not a bad report. All right, back to, that's the Bartlett Fire Station. Here's the UT Health Science Center, if it'll load. Not gonna load. Office of Emergency Management. This is Liberty Stadium. Yeah, Memphis got quite a bit. We got any cameras out in Oklahoma? No. We do in Texas, though. There's Killeen, Texas. I don't look like any snow on the ground there. Most of the snow was up in the northern part of Texas, around Dallas. See what Little Rock's got. Can't tell much. You can see a little bit on the ground there. That's a pretty good bunch of snow right there. Looks like they plowed it, and then it piled right back up. I'll make this big so y'all can look at it a little bit deeper there. That's what it looks like to me. I could be wrong. It looks like they plowed this and then it snowed more. Unless this is an overhang of some sort right here. Anyway, pretty sight coming out of southeast Missouri. November 8, November Zulu Mike, -2, -6. There's Robert. West Virginia. Well, I clicked the button too many times, don't I? Got a good little shack. Got an amp, tuner, all kinds of stuff. Good little microphone set up. Nice setup, Robert. All right, we'll work a couple more and see what we get here. Robert says that's work and playroom. I work from home. Very nice. Very nice. I typically don't work from home. I've been working from home for pretty much the last month, though. Went to work a couple weeks after coming back from paternity leave, and then Christmas hit. And we really haven't been back in the office since. This week had a bunch of sickness and stuff going around, so we worked from home an additional week. And, be back in the office next week. And I'm talking to nobody because I can't remember to turn the microphone back on. See several of you joining in. Appreciate you joining Ham Shack TV. My name's Josh, AA4WX. I'm your host here. Just hanging out on a snowy Friday night. Working a little FT8 and hanging out with some friends. Appreciate all of you for tuning in. If you like what the channel's doing and want to support the channel, we need your support, folks. Got a lot coming up this year. Several Ham Fest And we're not going just for my benefit. I'm going to take you with me right here on Ham Shack TV. So we need your support for the upcoming year. Super chats are available down below with the right next to the chat button. You'll see a little flashing green button. Feel free, if you feel so inclined, to use the super chat. Channel memberships are also available down below next to the subscribe button, which you should have already hit. You'll see a join button. We have 3 tiers of channel membership: the Tech, General, and Extra, and you can unlock different perks just by becoming a channel member. So go check all that out. But moreover, I appreciate y'all watching. That provides a lot of support too. So we'll throw out a couple of more CQs here and see if anybody comes back. We've been going for about an hour now. And if we get anybody coming back, well, fine. If we don't, we'll hang it up for the night. I'm getting pretty tired anyway. It's already 11:15. I didn't realize that. We'll go ahead and close the poll as we are. So some of you are like me. You're Icon fans. Some of you. All right, one more CQ and we'll call it a night. CQ. I'm going to go ahead and halt the TX. And if nobody comes back, that'll be it for the night. That's it. Nobody came back. Alright, so let's see how we finished up for the night. We worked a few. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 15. Work 15. Not bad for an hour. 15 calls in an hour. I like it. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Appreciate you being here. A few things. Can't tell you how much I appreciate your support and you tuning in to Ham Shack TV. By and large, that does wonders for this channel. But if you like my content and want to do more, remember, super chats and channel memberships and super thanks are available down below. Also, Ham Shack TV store has now just gotten a lot easier to find. Go to hamshacktv.com. That's it. That's all you have to do. Go to hamshacktv.com. Check out all the cool stuff in the Ham Shack TV store. We got radios, HF, VHF, UHF, digital, analog connectors, antennas, coax, all that good stuff. Go check it out. Prepper stuff too, if you're into the prepper side of things. Also, if you need to get your ham radio license upgrade or just a brand new license altogether, hamradioprep.com. Use coupon code HamShackTV for an additional 10% off their already fantastic prices. Maybe you've got your extra class, and if you do, check out their HF Master class, their Baofeng's Basics course, and their Emergency Communications course. Guys, I can't thank you enough. Appreciate you being here. You all and your dedication to this channel have been an inspiration, and that is what is going to allow me to be able to go and bring you to Dayton and Huntsville and Rarsfest and all these Hamfests this year. And maybe it'll get even bigger next year. We'll see what happens to the channel. Guys, thanks for watching. Stay safe if you're on the East Coast. Stay warm if you're on the West Coast. Stay away from the fires and heed any evacuation mandates. 73s, everybody. We'll see you on the next one. A4WX WSCB 693.